God, why did I sign up for this annual video concept? In 2017, I started making these videos called Things That Were Good in Whatever Year, coming off of one of the hardest years of my personal life, to try to remember the good parts that often get erased by my brain being bad. But gosh, this year is not in my head at all, is it? We have been having a rough go of things. So I don't mean this to be always look on the bright side or whatever. I don't want to paint a silver lining on this year. There is, to be clear, no upside to COVID-19. There is no upside to racial injustice. I do not believe that all things happen for a reason, or what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, or any of that. But this is one good thing that happened in 2020. Collective action. We deserve better global leadership, and especially national leadership through this pandemic. People needed clear communication about what behavior was required of them, and aid and resources to be able to stay home and keep each other safe. That didn't happen. So instead, many of us wore masks and we spent a year without seeing friends or family. We didn't travel, we didn't go out to eat. We joined mutual aid groups and delivered groceries and checked on our neighbors and learned to bake bread. We stayed apart and we stayed inside. Individual actions that formed a collective one because we wanted to keep each other safe and healthy. Also, this year, George Floyd and Breonna Taylor and Tony McDade and Ahmaud Arbery and Elijah McClain and Rayshard Brooks and hundreds of names that we don't know should not have been murdered by white supremacists. There is no but to that statement. They should not have been murdered. And they were. And we filled the streets and did not stop filling them. One thing that struck me in all of these protests that still continue is the practices of care that happen inside them. I've never seen such universal mask adherence as I see inside of a protest. In the early days and weeks of this uprising, we'd march and it seemed like every 5 feet someone was handing out water bottles or granola bars or hand sanitizer. White people even showed up. And they learned to stand as a barrier between Black protesters and police. Some of y'all even learned to talk to your racist family members and move beyond listening and learning to speaking up and doing things. It didn't feel like this in 2014 when the Black Lives Matter movement was first starting. It didn't feel like collectively, nationally, globally, there was this sustained pressure for justice. Now, it finally feels like there are more for us than against us. And we act that way. And voting in a pandemic, that should not have taken 5-hour lines and legal battles to get mail ballots and early voting available to most voters, but it did. And the US saw the highest voter turnout in its entire history. We grew, in some places, from screaming, "Why don't you vote?" to moving hell and high water to remove the barriers that keep people from registering, that keep people from getting a ballot. And shock horror, if you give people more places to vote, more times to vote, more options for how to vote, if you re-enfranchise people and allow more people to vote, more people vote. We found a way out of no way. We did a thing that I didn't have faith that we could do, which is unseat a despot. This year, for every barrier to good that was placed in our way, a plurality of people showed up to push it down. I kind of see it like that final battle scene in Avatar: The Last Airbender, which came to Netflix in 2020. A good thing. And Aang, a literal child, is fighting this powerful imperialist warlord, and he's in the Avatar state. So Aang's glowing blue, and Ozai is glowing red, and the red almost consumes Aang, and then his eyes start glowing blue again, and then blue light covers everything, and balance is restored. Yeah, like blue light, but collective action. None of this is heartwarming. This isn't one of those supposedly feel-good news stories where employees donate their sick days to a fellow coworker so they can take time off for cancer treatment. And you're like, that doesn't feel good at all. Just give them the time off. It is horrifying what we have endured. No qualifiers. And this is the things that were good in 2020 video. In a year where people with power behaved selfishly and hatefully and destructively, I'm heartened that more people acted and reacted to that in the best way they knew how. A lot of people made sacrifices that they should not have had to make, but we did it anyway, Because I still believe that more people care for each other than don't. And we acted collectively to build power out of that care. That was a good thing. Now, let's make a habit of it. Tell me in comments what, if anything, you found to be good in 2020. I mean, all that collective action, and we got Blackpink the album. Truly a gift to us all. I've got one more video planned for this year, but without spoilers, I'm not going to be speaking in it. So I will talk to you again in 2021. Take good care of each other. Bye.